Today's video is going to be around file maintenance. The first thing we're going to look at, well, the first concept is that we're going to have all our different PCs or different users looking back at one central point, being that your server. So all your different PCs and all your different users will link back to your server. Your server preferences are going to be found in computer, C drive, and this MySQL ERP. So the server is going to be the host for your database, and all the other users will interact around that and will link back to that server base. And the file we're going to be looking at within this MySQL ERP, again found in your C drive, MySQL ERP, and in this data tab will be all your different companies that you've created. Double click and go into that. That is all the information that'll make up your different company profiles for within ERP. So all that information again in MySQL and under data. Now if you're wanting to look at the user data instead of the server data, that's going to be in your C drive, program files, and ERP software. So if we go back, C drive, program files 86, and ERP software. So these are going to be your separate user data for each different user in and around your server. So that's how we're going to identify our different users and our user information. That's again C program files and ERP software, and the server information is going to be in your C drive under MySQL ERP. Now if you want to make any changes in and around those data files, whether it's server based or user based that we spoke about, we recommend you do that in ERP. And what I mean by that is if we want to run say a backup or a restore, we don't necessarily want to do that on a Windows based platform. So within here actually copying these files across, we're going to want to do that in ERP where we can do a backup or a restore. So we're going to run a backup. If we choose, that's going to be in your utilities preference here on the side, and your backup or your restore. Now that backup is going to back up to the server, so that'll be found if we go into our C drive and now into ERP software. This is where we're going to find our different and multiple backups. These are going to run or create zipped files. We don't recommend you open these zipped files, but if you wish to restore one of these backups that you've created, again you're going to do that in ERP under restore. So if I want to run a restore, I simply just click restore, and if I want to run a backup, I click backup, and the backup will go to this file here. When running a restore, it'll give you an option with all these different backup files that you want to restore, but these files need to be in that designated location. So if we did a backup, wherever that backup goes, it's going to go to this file, C ERP software and backup. If we want to run a restore and we've moved this file, it will not pick it up, so just be conscious of that. If we're not sure of the backup file that we've created, there's a numerous amounts of ways to view this file and to see what backup it is. Again, I will start with the company name, the backup number, followed by the date, so you know when this zip was created, for what company profile, and what version number as well. If you did want to run a Windows type backup, you will need to copy the data file in the MySQL folder. So if we go back to that MySQL folder, this folder here, we would want to make a copy of all of these items if we did want to run a Windows type based backup. So we would copy just this folder and not the whole MySQL folder. This is the program that will let ERP run. We just want to copy the data, being this folder. So if you did want to make a backup on a Windows type platform, this is the data that you would want to copy and back up. One last thing within TrueERP, we can run an optimization for your database. This is just going to give you the optimum performance. We can go into database utilities, or utilities at the top, database utilities, and run an optimization check. As well as that, we also recommend you purge your audit trails every month or so, just to give you back some of that speed and performance. So just bear those two in mind. Again, a huge amount of options here. You can run backups, restores from within the database utilities, optimize, clean database, and so on. So there you go. That's your file maintenance and where to copy those database folders from. So where your server database is, as well as where is your user database. So hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.